Welcome to the Scoreboard. I'm Ben Roof. It's a Thursday afternoon here with a good amount of snow on the ground. It's also quite cold, but we are here at Eagle Valley High School for the Eagle Valley versus Glenwood Springs varsity lacrosse game. We're going to catch some highlights from the game, speak to some of the players after the game. Hope you'll stick with us. We are here in the Scoreboard with Declan Kelly, a junior of the Eagle Valley varsity lacrosse team, and you guys just beat Glenwood. How does it feel to get a win after a little bit of a disappointing streak there?
It's pretty great. It's great to roll into spring break with a win. All the guys have been working, showing up to practice, so finally we can get the result, and I'm happy for it.
I imagine it's nice to beat Glenwood too.
For sure, for sure. They're a gritty team, and they play us hard every time, but it's great to get a win against them.
And so tell me a little bit about your role with the team. What position do you play, and sort of what role do you take in sort of your position on the team?
I take face-offs for the team, but I also hop in the offense a lot. I'm pretty speedy, according to coach, and so I like to clear the ball a lot and run it down the field, but I just try to do everything I can.
I imagine that coming straight off your hockey season too kind of helps you have a little bit extra gas in the tank compared to people who don't play a winter sport. Do you feel like there's anything there in the beginning of the season?
The transition's actually really hard on the body because you're using different muscles. So you see all the hockey guys like groaning and, oh, my feet, my ankles. So all the coaches call us soft. But when it comes to ground balls, we always get those because we're got more tenacity than the other guys who haven't been playing all winter.
What about the difference in the physicality of the game? How does contact differ from hockey to lacrosse?
Lacrosse is way more brutal. You get whacked, you got way less pads, and they can just go ham on your shoulders. And hockey, it's kind of more skill-wise, like you can move around people, you got full pads, and when you hit the ground, you slide, right? And lacrosse, it's just a hard, brutal crash.
I've always found that turf seems to somehow be a little bit harder than ice.
For sure. Everyone thinks that's the craziest thing ever, but it is so true.
Well, Declan, thank you so much for your time. I'll let you go in and get warm, and congratulations on that win.
Thank you.
We are here in the Scoreboard with Josh Bissett of the Eagle Valley varsity lacrosse team. He's a senior, and you guys just beat Glenwood. How does that win feel?
I mean, it feels great. I mean, we've been losing a lot as of late, so it's good to finally get some uphill momentum. We were close against Aspen the other day. We were close against Battle Mountain, taking them both into OT, so it feels good to finally, play a good 4 quarters and finally get that win.
You guys have had a really rough schedule recently. I mean, facing off against all of the top teams in the entire state. I imagine that's setting you up for some success moving forward, but I bet that was a little bit brutal recently. How does it,
Yeah,
tell me about that?
yeah. The morale was kind of down just because we were playing such hard teams and we kept losing to them. So it's understandable, but we are playing the best teams in the state. So when we go into the playoffs, hopefully we'll make a pretty good run against these teams that haven't been playing as tough of schedule as us. I mean, in my opinion, I think we play in one of the best conferences in 4A, so I definitely am excited to go into the state playoffs and see what a mountain team can do.
You yourself had a couple of fantastic plays today, including an awesome behind-the-back shot. Tell me a little bit about that shot. I hear that Coach isn't super happy with you trying to do that all the time.
Yeah, I did it at the beginning of the season during some, like West Jenny, and he's like, are you ever going to do that in a game? So I'm like, you know what, Coach? I'm going to have to pull it out one of these days and show you that I can actually do it in a game. So I decided to go for it on the sideline over here, just behind the back. The guy came across my face, and, I just decided to go for it and worked out. So I'm very happy. Hopefully not going to get yelled at too much tomorrow for that, but,
Well, if it works out, right? It works out. So you also play football, right?
I do, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about how the sports are different, how, it's different playing football versus playing lacrosse and kind of that in-between seasons, and what do you do then?
Yeah, so during football, I definitely think it's more of like a rock and roll type style game, tougher to do, in my opinion.
Thank you so much to the athletes who stopped to talk to us after today's lacrosse game, and congratulations, Eagle Valley, on your big win. You guys enjoy your spring break. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's update. Don't forget to catch us here next time on The Scoreboard.